Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Blue Pride Football. I am your host Ryan. It's Arsenal 3, Chelsea 1. I don't know where I should begin from, but by watching this game it simply identify or show that Frank Lampard does not have a plan B for Chelsea. In the game, there was a lot of mistakes that was really unbelievable. In the first half, Chelsea played nothing. We totally disappeared in the game. One of the main things is that if we were to use possession to win a game, then Chelsea would become victorious. But I guess possession doesn't really mean anything more than kicking around the ball. No shots to goal, and we tend to be more laid back in the game. Frank Lampard made a lot of mistakes in his team selection. If it's a case where Hudson-Odoi is, what should I say now, is fit, maybe not fully fit, but fit. Why is it that you don't start Hudson-Odoi on the right wing, Christian Pulisic in his favorite position on the left, and Timo Werner in the center forward position? You see, people tend to be blaming Timo Werner based on his performance, that he's not performing up to standard. Listen, you cannot perform up to standard when a coach is playing you out of your comfortable position. It is just like this. For example, it is if your manager or your superior at your workplace tend to put you in a different position at work, given the fact that the only capability you know is just to operate a forklift, right? And he takes you out of the forklift and tell you that you should do some other duties that you are not familiar with, then it would seem like you are incompetent, and that is one of the main things that is happening to Timo Werner. Lampard is messing up this team based on team selection. I am not going to say Lampard out at this given time. No, I'm not going to say, because looking at the table is, what should I say, is a very competitive, except for Liverpool, who is leading the table by 21 points. But still, not going to say that Liverpool is going to run away with this. But you have Olivier Giroud on the bench, right? Why is it that you, Lampard, didn't start Olivier Giroud? You chose Tammy Abraham over Olivier Giroud. Why? I don't see the sense in his selection. Please, Lampard, play Timo Werner in his central forward position. It's like every team come, we give them a free meal ticket to do what? Arsenal is next to relegate in the relegation stage. Why is it that we are handing free meal ticket over to Arsenal? Arsenal didn't play any ball, come to think of it. Yes, some lovely goals, shot to goal, but Arsenal didn't play up to standard. Chelsea didn't play up to standard. The second half, yeah, we were lost. The second half we were lost. Then in the second half, what you do? You drop Timo Werner, right, and Kovacic, and you put on Jorginho and Hudson-Odoi. To do what? To do what? Tammy Abraham is nowhere in the game, Frank Lampard. And in the process of making change, you need to have a plan B. You need to have a plan B. If it's a case where we're going with the 4-3-3 position formation, throughout the game, if you see where that is not working, Lampard, why don't you try a different formation? Why? You make the same mistake again by putting Timo Werner over on the way name there on the left and Christian Pulisic over on the right. Why? Start Pulisic over on the left, which is much more strong. Come on, man. Books, we get a penalty. Right? We get a penalty. Jorginho step up to take the penalty. Another disappointment. The game would have been 2-3. And then with the few minutes leaving from the game, then we would try to press harder. You understand? Into trying to score another goal. Mendy, our goalkeeper, I figure more than likely you're taking a little time going backwards. You constantly be making some simple mistakes by passing out the ball to your colleague. Come on. We played nothing we do. We blow the chance or the opportunity of being second on top of the table. Second, we blow and I realize that each time we get this opportunity to rise, then we go all the way back. We won against West Ham 3-0, right? We won against West Ham. We didn't play any ball game at West Ham. If someone tell me so we playing, basically they weren't watching the game. No ball game was played at West Ham. And I was saying to myself that in this Arsenal game, we must redeem our true potential. We must win. And we falter. Frank Lampard is messing this Chelsea team up based on his team selection. Like I stated, I am not going to say Frank Lampard out at this given time. No. Right? Because the table, there is still hope on the table. There is still hope. Frank, you need to get your team selection right. The game was just a total destruction. It was just a total nightmare. Otsna die. If he's not fully fit, why didn't you start him? You put on Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz disappear in the game. Why didn't you play Olivier Giroud and take after me, Abraham? What is wrong with you, Frank Lampard, with these English players? We played nothing. Nothing was played in this game. Nothing at all. Right? Another disappointment. When we should have been walking away with a 3 points from Arsenal, because Arsenal is not playing any football at this given time. Many of these teams that are not playing any game, they come to Chelsea, or when Chelsea go to them, we lose, we draw. Lampard, you need to get your act together. But enough of that, let us just go into the player ratings quick and fast. You know, we have Edouard Mendy in goal, Ben Chilwell at left back, Kirk Zouma and Thiago Silva in the central mid, and Reece James. For me, let me start with the goalkeeper. Edouard Mendy, I'll give you a 5 based on your performance and also your ball handling. I'll give you a 5. You keep on making some silly mistakes. Ben Chilwell, you totally lose out of the game, so I'll give you a 5 just the same. Kirk Zouma, what should I say? I'll give Kirk Zouma a 6 alongside with Thiago Silva a 6. We got a few chances from Thiago Silva, but his header wasn't on point. Reece James, I'll give Reece James a 6. He going forward with the ball, he's just what should I say now? He's very strong on the ball and thing, but didn't get as much crossing from Reece James as how you'd normally be squaring them in. Kovacic in the midfield. Kovacic, at a few given point in the game, you tend to disappear, no sight, no nothing. So I'll give you a 5. Mason Mount, I'll give you a 5 just the same. No effort. I not even know, but I'll just give you a 5. Right? Kante wasn't himself today, none at all. So I'll give Kante a 5. Tend to delay a bit with the ball whenever he have the ball in his possession, delay in making passes and all. But I'll give him a 5. Timo Werner, I'll just give Timo Werner a 5 just the same, because he's not playing in his position as what we all know he can play. So we are not getting the best out of him playing as a winger, so I'll give him a 5. Tammy Abraham, I'll definitely give Tammy Abraham a 5, because Tammy, to me, doesn't know how to position himself as a striker. He doesn't know how to make certain runs that he should, a striker normally is able to make. Christian Pulisic, I tend to see where you're trying, but in the second half you showcase a bit of your skills, so I'll give you a 6. As for Jorginho, who came on for Kovacic, I'll give Jorginho a 4. Trust me, Jorginho, I think the next transfer window we need to sell him. As for Kai Havertz, I'll give Kai Havertz a 4 just the same, because Kai was nowhere in the game. The game was totally bigger than Kai Havertz. Otsnadai, I'll give Otsnadai a 6.5. Why I'll give him a 6.5? Because of his effort that he put in when he came on half time, when he came on in the second half. The effort that he put in, trust me, if Frank Lampard had started Otsnadai, then maybe we would have see a better result. As for Frank Lampard, I'll just give you a 3. Why I'm going to give you a 3? Number 1, you don't have any plan B. You don't know how to make a proper substitution. You constantly be playing, number 3, you constantly be playing the players out of their rightful position, and this is one of the things that is destroying the team currently now. It's just a total disgrace, and Frank Lampard really and truly need to get his act together. We can't afford to lose any more match going forward. None at all. We can't afford to lose any more match. But guys, I'm coming. This is the end of my review. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Another disappointment from Chelsea. Yeah. Another disappointment.